What happens when a railway worker finds something strange on the path, but when she looks into it more, she discovers something surprising that shocks everyone? The story begins at a busy train station, full of people rushing around and trains coming and going. When everything seemed fine and perfect, the station employee, Hazel, who was sitting in a tea stall and enjoying her break time while she watched the train track, noticed something moving on the tracks and realized she needed to act quickly. Hazel immediately told her co-workers about this situation. She also informed nearby train conductors and headquarters to temporarily stop trains. It was clear that she had to move fast. When Hazel went onto the tracks, she found a weak and sad-looking puppy in trouble. At first, she thought it would be an easy rescue because the puppy seemed too frail to put up a fight. Hazel even offered to help, but the puppy couldn't respond. She also found that trying to scare the puppy away didn't work. It was determined to stay at the station. As the passengers grew more and more upset because of the train's delay, Hazel and her colleagues decided to call animal control for help. However, animal control quickly showed up with nets and a cage to rescue the scared puppy from the train tracks. They efficiently lifted the puppy off the tracks, securing it in a small cage they had brought along. Hazel stepped in and told the rescuer that she wanted to take care of the puppy herself. The rescuer agreed, and it saved them from having to take the puppy somewhere else. Hazel's care for the puppy went beyond the usual. She offers the puppy his favorite food and also gives them toys. Hazel, living in the station's quarters, noticed its ears perking up when the train passed the tracks. Hazel brought the puppy with her during her duty hours. She started feeling attached to the little one and couldn't help but wonder why it was so desperate to be near the train tracks. Hazel, living in the station's quarters, cared for the puppy beyond the usual. She offered the puppy his favorite food and gave him toys. However, when the train sounds echoed in Hazel's quarters, the puppy's ears perked up. This behavior intrigued Hazel, making her wonder why the puppy was so desperate to be near the train tracks. So Hazel decided to take the puppy with her to the train tracks and observe his behavior. Since the last train wasn't until midnight, Hazel saw a chance to figure out what was going on with the puppy. With a 5-hour break in train traffic, she had enough time to investigate. Meanwhile, Hazel took a deep breath and opened the puppy's cage door. The puppy didn't waste any time and ran towards the train tracks. Hazel, using her phone's flashlight, followed the determined puppy and finally found out why it was acting so strangely. In the spotlight, she saw a tiny, weak kitten that looked underfed. Hazel realized that the puppy had been risking its life to protect this vulnerable little kitten from the trains passing by. This touching scene made a strong connection between Hazel and the two animals. Feeling a strong sense of care, Hazel picked up the kitten and went to the vet right away. The vet stressed how important it was to get there as soon as possible, saying that waiting even one more day could be really bad for the fragile kitten. The vet told Hazel that the kitten needed to spend a day or two in the clinic, so Hazel went back to her home with the puppy. A few days later, Hazel returned to the vet to check on the progress of the kitten, and she was happy to see that the kitten was doing well. The vet was also really impressed with how well the kitten was recovering. They suggested taking the kitten to a shelter for possible adoption. However, Hazel, who had formed a strong bond with both the puppy and the kitten, had different plans. She decided to adopt both the puppy and the kitten, starting a new chapter in her life that she never saw coming. For Hazel, who never thought about having pets before, this unexpected twist felt like it was meant to be. Now, the three of them, Hazel, the puppy who once needed help, and the delicate kitten, shared a home full of joy and newfound friendship. This heartwarming story shows how compassion, the strength of animals, and deep connections can happen in surprising ways. That's all for this video. So, what are your thoughts on this great ending? Share them in the comment section. And until next time, take care of you.